Hey guys, Santiago with Rogue Vans here. I'm with the one and only Rob Machado.
What's up?
What's up, man?
This is my van, dude. Check it out.
So we're done with the Rob Machado build. This is the Rogue Wave. This is the tour. We want to take you through, show you all the features, all the cool stuff that we cooked up together.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Good stuff.
So we're inside the rig, as you can see. Kind of like high-level overview what we got going on here. In the front, we have our removable galley. We'll show you how we take that out. It can be done assisted or unassisted. We have a way to do it kind of by yourself. We also have a way to do it with friends. We've got L-track down here in the floor. That actually accommodates up to 3. I think we figured out you can fit 1, 2, and then you can fit 1 more back there. Those are smart seats that are compatible with this Smartfloor from RRE. It's super nice because you don't always need a galley. Sometimes you just want to haul kids around or your family or friends.
Yeah.
Go out surfing, whatever.
Yep. I also moved the galley. You can rotate the galley this way, and I ran 2 seats here. So we had the galley and 2 seats, which was awesome.
A little combo thing.
Different configurations, possibilities.
This is very modular. It's a very modular front area. L-track really helps with that. We have L-track on the walls as well to assist with bolting down the galley so that it's more stable. You can see here we've got like basically 3 or 4 tones and colors that just repeat themselves through and throughout the build. We have our Chilewich woven marine vinyl ceiling panels and wall panels. We have all of our cool bamboo accents. We have our leather that we have in different places, our ultra leather. And then we also have these rad black cabinets that we built. Yeah, look at that.
Super rad.
Oh, and you got your whole kitchen set up. I love that.
All right.
Heck yeah.
Hey.
You can see like everything about this van is just really subtle. We wanted to kind of capture, different aspects, just kind of your style.
Yeah.
And like
smooth lines, man.
Yep. Smooth lines,
round.
baby. Everything's rounded and curved.
Yeah.
There's lots of little hidden Machado logo features all throughout. And another really cool thing about these cabinets is that they've got this sort of like subtle sort of matte luster. And they're actually built from gator skins, which is, skate ramp material.
Skate ramp.
Yeah. So you could very easily,
build a skate ramp
build a skate ramp out of your
out of the van when you're done.
We've got swivel seats on driver and passenger. We also have this little nook right here, which I kind of call the surfer's perch. And it's right above this multi-tiered cubby system that we have for all of Rob's knickknacks and fins and sunscreen and tools. We've got one of our 2 outdoor showers right here. And then, a little spot to just like check out the surf, see what's going on.
This is it, man. This is where you, this is what I do. I pull up, I sit here, have a look, make my choice. I got board options back here. We'll get to that. But this is where it goes down.
Yep.
Okay, this is my Murphy bed. I really wanted a Murphy bed because I love the idea of being able to access the back to this galley area. And, we'll get to that later. There's a perch back there. We kind of call it walking the plank. I'll show you. It's pretty simple. To pop this guy up, slide him back here. Boom. Oh, I just need my bungee cord over here. Bam. Now I can do a little shuffle back here. Every van's got to have a little workstation. This is where I kind of get my board ready, get her prepped up, ready for my sesh. And then when I want to, I can get rid of this guy.
Oh, I'll take that.
Take that for me.
Yep.
I can kick my shoes off. Have a little chill zone back here. A little hang zone. It's great. It also can be, bam, this guy turns into a little table, locks onto here. And I got to send some emails, huh? So we got these awesome board holders. As you can see, I got 3 boards in here right now, and this is all interchangeable. Again, we put L-track all over the van. It's everywhere. You can move these up for bigger boards. You can take them out if you want to put something really big. We got L-track up on the side here. You can mount another board holder up here. So tons and tons of options.
So let's talk a little bit about the power systems in this van. We did something a little atypical. So we've had our standard 5 kilowatt hour, 48 volt Ecoflow system in here. You've got the screen up at the control panel, which lets you do all the digital switching and all that good stuff that Ecoflow is so nice for. Shout out to the guys at Campervan HQ for hooking us up with the power system. The other thing that we did was we used a smaller Ecoflow battery, which is accessible through this little compartment right here. This little battery charges off of the main battery. And the purpose of this little battery is actually to disconnect. You can fully take it out from here, and then it has a little pedestal on the front of the Galley. So when you take the Galley out and you're kind of in go mode or adventure mode, you can bring this battery with you and have full onboard power for the fridge, onboard power for the water pump, for the sink, everything that you need if you want to use a portable stove or whatever. You can kind of do a little grab and go situation, because we thought, you know, you're going to be at the beach a lot, you're going to be traveling, you're going to be spending time in campgrounds and parking lots and just kind of like going and adventuring and hanging out with friends. So we wanted to make something like really modular. The rest of the van is super modular, so we thought the power system should be as well. Back here in this section of the bench, you can see that there's another access door which lets us see the rest of our Ecoflow power panel. Over here in the back, we've got our distribution panel. We've labeled all of the fuses and all the circuits. They're also digitally labeled, so if you open the app, you could just check on that stuff, turn all the digital switches on and off. But if you're just hanging out and something pops or something's going wrong, you can just come right here and see what's going on. So we've got our incline water heater, which is a 120 volt immersion unit. That's powering our rear outdoor shower and our front outdoor shower. We've got all of our outlets. We've got our exterior outlets, you know, the various plugs that we have going on here. We also have all of our 12 volt stuff on this side. And then this is the main distribution hub for the Ecoflow. This is where we've got our secondary alternator coming in. This is where we have our 400 watts of solar coming in. This is the inverter, charger, transfer switch that Ecoflow has. It's all very compact, it's clean, it's packaged nicely, it installs really well, and it's really straightforward and super user-friendly. And it's all housed right here really neatly. Close this door, there's a little storage space as well, and then we move on to the water. So now that we're at the rear of the van, you can kind of see the way that the backside of our Murphy bed works. We have a lot of really cool little nesting pockets. Rob's kind of a little squirrel. He's got lots of little trinkets and treasures. He's got his fins, he's got his wax, he's got his tools, he's got all kinds of little things going on in here. So we wanted to give him like lots of stash pockets. And if some of you looked, we actually did like a pretty long interview together in your original creeper van.
Yes.
And I was like, oh my God, you have all this tiny little things like everywhere.
Everywhere.
And so that was something we definitely wanted to capture in this model, because we wanted to make sure that you had, you know, room to actually put all that stuff.
Yeah.
Because in the creeper, it was just like a mountain on top of like the on top of the counter.
I've yet to really kind of do the transition. You know, I'm working on it slowly. I'm not going to bring everything over, but
not like the lip balm from the 90s that we found.
Yeah, we'll leave a few things in there, you know.
So we've got our stash pockets, we've got our U-shaped bench. You guys saw Rob kind of hanging out and sitting in there. It's difficult to have a Murphy bed setup that also affords a rear bench. Right. That's very difficult. And as you know, we really struggled on the engineering side to make that like firm and to not make it so it would bows. And you know, we did a couple of different iterations, and now it's rock solid. It works really well, and we're really happy with the product that we made. Another thing about the bench, which is really interesting, when we were designing this with Rob, he kept talking about needing to, you know, have lots of places for gear, storage, and when we made the bench, we actually made it so that it could almost function as a full-sized container. When you look at the bench face, you can see on the backside there's little buttons. There's a cargo net that goes into those buttons, and when you remove the cushions, you can see that this cushion actually has a handle. When you remove the cushions, you can remove the base of the seat, and when you open it up, it actually reveals a top to bottom cabinet. If you combine that with the cargo net, you could actually fill that thing up all the way from this height at the bottom of the cabinet to the top of the cabinet, which is a huge amount of space. If you wanted to put like a couple suitcases there, you could. If you wanted to fill it up with duffels, whatever you would want to put there, you could. And it's a ton of like vertical and horizontal storage space. But I think it just speaks to the multifaceted nature of this build, right? It's just like super modular, every use case, very dynamic. You know, it can go into family mode, it can go into hangout mode, it can go into work mode, taking your buddies up to the mountains, like basically do whatever.
Lots of modes.
Yeah, and I mean, I think
that.
it uniquely kind of speaks to the Southern California lifestyle. So moving right along, we have our upper cabinets here. This is a really good shot where you can kind of see the cargo netting that we did across both of the uppers. You can also see we've got some hooks, we've got some carabiners. The idea there was just more like stash pockets, more stuff pockets. You know, you could take towels, you could take clothes, you could take whatever, maps. You can just kind of shove them in there. You could even take, you know, potentially like laptops or Kindles. You know, it's a multi-purpose sort of idea. And then lastly, I wanted to kind of circle back to the water system. So this is the access hatch. This is where all the innards for the rear outdoor shower, because there's another shower up front. All of that lives in here. The rest of this is just pure storage. So this is a watertight container. You can throw whatever you want in here. This is a good spot for, you know, stuff that you don't need to access all the time, but you know, you want a little spot for them. And then yeah, of course, there's the shower right here.
Yes, and you can't have a shower without a place to shower.
True.
Let me introduce to you the plank. Look at this beautiful construction. Like once again, the bamboo just glowing. And I don't know what is the weight on this thing. What can it handle?
Oh,
it can handle me. I know that.
I think it's close to 1,000 pounds.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
People trip out.
Yeah.
When I pull this thing out and I jump up on here, they're like, "Oh my gosh!"
I know.
And I'm like, "You could get up here too," you know, like. But this is kind of the coolest part of the van. One of the coolest parts. I love the idea. Like, this was this conceptual idea that I had of like, you come in, it's asphalt, it's dirty, sandy. You jump up here, you pull your shower out.
Yeah.
We've even got these little magnet little buddies where you can throw a shower curtain across, shower off, change, and then walk into your van. See you guys, going in. Pretty sick.
So this is a modified decked cargo glide. It's actually meant to go in beds of pickup trucks. Super strong, super stable. It was a really good option for us because the way that their rolling track system works, it's not going to get super disturbed with lots of sand and stuff like that. We knew this was going to get really sandy. And again, like Rob was saying, the big problem with showering off in parking lots is like, you know, you got all this sand and all this asphalt. It's not nice to shower on. You get out of the surf and you want to get clean. It's tough. So we took the whole deck apart. We CNC'd this awesome bamboo base. This little design here and the bamboo and the grain is just like really reflective of just the whole kind of theme of the van. The van is very consistent. You've got lots of cool little bamboo accent features. You've got all these little subtle waves everywhere. Even like where we put the little grab handle on the back door. You know, that's just this continuous sort of water theme. And I really like that it kind of carries throughout all the little decisions that we made.
The other day, I had a chair up here.
Really?
I was backed in on the beach, and I was literally over the sand, sitting on my chair with a beverage. Amazing. Love this thing.
Locks in a couple different positions. So it'll stop there. It'll stop there. It'll stop here, and then it's in its home. Let's close up the doors and check out the outside.
You first, man.
All right.
Follow you. Boom.
So obviously we have this massive owl vans. This is actually meant for snowboards and skis.
Is there anyone in there?
You at various points.
It is.
We co-opted this, so you know we know that we're gonna do mountain stuff. So there are gonna be snowboards in there.
Yeah.
But we kind of came up with a really cool idea because what do you do with your wetsuit, right? It gets wet. You want to dry it out. you know, there's not like an efficient way to kind of like get that done in a vehicle. So we did was
Bam.
we plumbed power into the box. We've got our wetsuit. We've got our wetsuit drying hook right here. So this actually has a fan built into it. There's a solar fan up top, and then you just click this button and it turns on the wetsuit dryer, and you just set it and forget it.
Oh, watch it. Just the fan goes on. We got air blowing out. Hello? Yes.
And our power bank could totally support this. You know, you could literally just pull up to your house, turn that on, leave it in there, come back the next day, it could still be on, and you just have like a toasty dry suit.
Yeah. Wetsuit's dry, ready to go, crispy.
And then of course over here on the driver's side, we've got our Owlvan spare tire carrier. We've got matching Owlvan stuff. The surf drying box is mounted to an Owlvan's B2, which is a really good product for mounting heavy stuff. And then down here, you can kind of see it, we've got our Rome-built rear bumper. Rome-built rear bumper is super nice. It maintains all the factory sensors, and we also have factory tow hitch and electrical connection. Let's talk about our wheels and tires. We've got some Toyo Open Country AT3s. These are in a 265/70/17, and they're mounted to some nice Nomad wheels in matte black finish. Kind of just gives us like a sleek kind of vintage profile. I like it.
Love it.
We've got our shore power connections here. This is shore power in if you want to, you know, charge all the grid. This is how you fill up your water tank, and this is a city pressure line. So if you want to have like hook this up to a hose and just kind of stay parked, you just get city pressure plumbed in. We've got our flare space flares, which we've wrapped matte black next to our chicane ladder from Rome-built. So Rome-built has front and rear bumpers, the chicane ladder, and they also have their full roof rack as well.
Let's get on the roof. I got my Rome-built ladder. Climb this bad boy, see what's going on up here. It just feels so good up here. Amazing rack up here. We've got 400 watts of walkable solar, which is important because you don't want to come up here and have to kind of dance around your solar. You can walk on it, you can step on it. Up front, we got a nice open spot where you can throw some chairs, and I don't know, it just feels really good up here. I like coming up here.
Over here, we're next to our driver door. You can see our Rome-built side step. You can also see our S2 Squadron Sports. So the S2s are what we call our 360 lighting package. It's from Baja Designs. We've got 2 lights per zone. We obviously have our front roof rack array as well that are pointing that way. We got the driver's side, passenger side, and the rear. So you've got kind of little zones of light so you can see all around you 360 degrees. And then, you know, we've got this rad wrap. And
cool.
I know we've kind of talked about it before, but do you want to kind of refresh us on the inspiration for it?
Yeah, so this was inspired by a map that my great-great-grandfather had drawn when he developed a ranch in Los Angeles. It was a 14,000 acre ranch that spanned from like Marina del Rey to Santa Monica, back to Culver City. You can imagine a massive square. It was basically what you could ride your horse in a day. And so we had this hand-drawn map in this book that we have, and I brought in 3 good artist friends of mine. One was very specific in just line art, so he did all this line art here. Chris Del Moro, he did kind of the land scene, and then we have Chris Ben Shetler, who did the mountains up top. So it was kind of a trifecta of artists that
it's really seamless. I would have never guessed that there were 3 different artists that worked on it.
I know, that's a crazy thought to do that, but it worked really well, and I love the kind of real subtle tonal, like it just kind of isn't like up in your face, and people ask me about it, and it's like it's a cool conversation piece.
It's got good style, like the rest of the van.
Yeah.
So over here we have our Rome-built front bumper. We've got our Badlands 12K synthetic winch. And then you can see our spotlight array. They've got the running lights. We've got ambers on the outside. We've got the clears in the center. They're on different switches so that you react to different terrains and different conditions. We've got our matte black hood wrap and our over the windshield wrap. And obviously we got our tow points and everything like that. And that's the front end.
All right, I'm gonna take the Galley out show you guys, we talked about it earlier. I wanted a modular vehicle. This thing is removable, and I'm gonna do it right now by myself to show you how it's done. With some fantastic little winch tools. It's fun. Lock this guy in here. You know, you just gotta get it ready. You don't want this thing to go flying away on you. I got my trusty rope.
There you go.
Boom. So now I'm gonna grab the little Ecoflow, the little buddy that is going to power the Galley. When you're outdoors camping and you got it removed, grab this little guy and he can power you up. So your fridge is working, you got your pumps are working, water's flowing. Oh, there it is, our little buddy. Got a little spot for him over here on the side. He can hang out. Plug him in and go. Oh, look at this. Beautiful little sink. Amazing little refrigerator. Keep all your beverages cold. Underneath, you've got your water storage. This is a little cooktop that I have in here, some knives. But we've got fresh water and we've got your water catchment so that you can run 5 gallons, pump it up, catch it, dump it out, refill it, whatever you got to do, but all built in. Just like that.
So that was the Rogue Wave.
There it is, man.
We're really excited about this project. It's been really rad.
Proud of it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like,
yeah.
Fun to work on this with you, man. Like,
it's been a journey.
It has been a journey.
Yeah.
You know, conceptualize this whole thing and all these crazy ideas that I had, and you bring them to life right here.
It's interesting how we get to know each other through the design process, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Find out what's important, what's not important, what do we care about.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really cool. So the Rogue Wave project is live right now. If you want to head over to our website, you can see all the details. You can see how much it costs. We're only making 10, so get them while they're hot.